Greetings, Florence School District 5 family. I'm so excited to begin my first year as superintendent for this amazing district. We've been working hard all summer to prepare for the start of this year, and we're very excited for the things that we have in place. We have our Safe Return to School plan posted on our website. We've also posted our academic recovery plan. Earlier this summer, we sent out a survey to get feedback from you on what you felt was important in our academic recovery journey, and we needed to know what your thoughts were in regards to how federal grant money should be spent. 92 people completed the survey, and the results show that about 83% feel that tutoring and extra help are most important. 80% felt that programs to address learning loss were very important, and about 55% feel that technology needs are very important. We utilize that information to write our spending plan for ESSER 3. You will notice that we've employed tutors at every school. These tutors are being trained in the appropriate reading and math programs and will be able to utilize the information received from those diagnostics to provide the necessary academic assistance to those who need it most. Our instructional coaches work closely with the tutors to provide the training and support they need at the elementary and middle school levels. We're also writing into our spending plan various academic, research-based digital programs to help students at their level. We know that some students may have experienced learning loss, and we're prepared to address those issues and help our students overcome. We're also working to provide other opportunities for our students. We've written a grant for an after-school program for our elementary kids. Once we receive final approval for that, we'll be able to offer 100 students an after-school learning opportunity focused on being active and growing academically. We are currently researching and reviewing the possibility of having an esports team and offering a First Tee program in the very near future. There's so many things we'd like to see happen for our community, and we're taking the steps to learn more so that we can provide those opportunities. At the end of the last year, we sent out a survey to determine the interest in a virtual learning program for this year. We had less than 5% interest at that time, and we made the decision to return to full in-person learning for the 21-22 school year. I know now with the rise in cases, you have lots of questions, and some of you have some concerns. Please know that the safety of our faculty and staff will be a priority. I'm sure that we can all agree that attending school is critical for our children. The benefits of in-person learning impact so much more than academics. Our kids need social interaction. They need structure. I have a student attending our schools, so I'm making decisions as a superintendent with the mindset of a parent. I can tell you that we're ready to provide an education for our students in the safest manner possible. Making decisions that impact the safety and well-being of our children are not taken lightly. Meeting with leaders, health officials, neighboring districts, along with review of CDC and DHEC guidelines are just a few of the efforts we put forth when we determined our guidelines for this school year. I want to share with you the precautions we're taking so that you can feel good about sending your kids to school. We will practice social distancing to the extent possible. This will be hard in classrooms since all of our kids are going to be back, but we implemented additional tutors to pull some students, tried to create smaller class sizes, and we have opportunities for other enrichment opportunities to even further decrease our class sizes. We will have innovative lunch and breakfast schedules to avoid large crowds in the cafeteria. While cases are high, we will continue to check temperatures as students and faculty enter the building. Those with a temperature will be isolated until such time they are picked up by a parent or guardian. Please do not send your child to school if they're sick or displaying any sort of COVID symptoms. We will continue to sanitize all high-touch areas in classrooms and in the building with the appropriate cleaning supplies. Students will be allowed to have water bottles, and disposable cups will be available at water fountains. In regards to masks, we strongly encourage all students and faculty to wear masks. A budget proviso that went into effect July 1st, however, prohibits school districts from using any appropriated funds to require that students or employees wear a mask in educational facilities. Therefore, masks are optional for students and vaccinated employees. It will take all of us pulling together and supporting each other. We'll have times where there are rising cases, and we're going to have quarantines. The current CDC guidelines do not require vaccinated individuals to have a quarantine after direct exposure unless they have symptoms. Non-vaccinated individuals will have a quarantine for close contact. According to the CDC, close contact is defined as someone who's been within 6 feet of an infected person. for a cumulative total of 15 minutes or more over a 24-hour period. In this situation, that person would quarantine for 10 days from the last exposure unless they developed symptoms. We're working to ensure that we quarantine just those who meet the criteria and not entire classes. If you have questions about exposure and quarantine, please contact the school nurse. To stop the spread, it's vital that positive cases be reported to the school nurse. When on quarantine, the student will have access to a school-issued laptop, and assignments will be provided on Schoology so that the student does not miss any work unless they're too sick to complete it, and at which that time we'll implement a grace period so they can get the work done. Teachers will keep Schoology assignments up to date and will be available to answer questions for quarantine students during their planning period. The goal is for students to not fall behind during quarantines and isolations. Again, we're excited to have our students back face-to-face for in-person learning. Our teachers are working hard to provide that direct instruction that was missing during the times of remote learning. Students will not only have the face-to-face learning, but they're going to have daily access to technology so that in times of necessary quarantine, they won't miss a thing. Thank you so much for your support and dedication to Florence School District 5. It takes us all. As stated before, we're going to address COVID issues, but this year our focus will be on learning and student engagement and motivation and not on COVID. So come on, Flashes, let's do this.